What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be taking a look at Bujins. This is, well, it's a really old deck. It's a lot of fun. It's XZ based. It recently got some support, so that's basically what we're going to be trying out today. So without any further introduction, here we go. Alright guys, so this deck is basically made possible by this guy, Bujin Torifune. So his effect is you can tribute him, then special summon 2 Bujins with different types from your deck. So you can special summon a beast and a beast warrior. A winged beast, a beast warrior, a beast, a winged beast, whatever you want. Any 2 types of Bujins, you can just bring them right out. So after that, I brought out the Link monster. This guy's effect states he can special summon 2 Bujins, one from your hand and one from your graveyard, then use them both to XZ summon immediately after that effect resolves. So it's definitely a much needed boost to Bujins. It's not everything they needed, obviously, as you can see here. They definitely needed more, but hey, Bujin support is great. A lot of people like this deck, a lot of people really do. It is the best really bad deck. Out of all the bad decks, this one is the best. And you know, sometimes it can go up against the meta. Well, things that are kind of meta. Who else is tired of seeing Alistair all the time? Invoke this, invoke that, invoke Dogmatica, invoke Shadow Dogmatica, invoked Eldritch, Shadow Eldritch, Shadow invoked Eldritch. Oh my god. Eventually, the format has changed, right? That's what the ban list is for. Right? Well, we can't always get what we want. I mean, this format is fine. I don't really play it. I just go play rogue decks. Go play in casual. That's where I like to be. Maybe I'll play some competitive later. Depends on how the format turns out. Right now, all of the decks, they don't really catch my attention. I like dinosaurs, but I mean, I've been playing them for so long. Maybe I'll go do Fire Kings versus the meta. Just watch myself die, match after match. I really wanted them to win the Make a Card competition. It just wasn't in the cards for them. And Zectors won. It wasn't even worth it for them. Alright, anyway. This guy again. Bujin Torifume. I suppose. Something like that, you would pronounce it. Japanese accent. But Susanoo, best card ever. Crane. You get to attack all the monsters. I love Susanoo. I mean, I got rid of every single Yamato in this deck, but Susanoo, I'm still running at 3. Except in this duel, I think I was running him at 2. That was my mistake. Later, I changed it back to 3. Anyway, next we're going up against a Mayakashi deck, which I believe I saw some leaks for this a little while ago. If I remember correctly, they just keep synchro summoning, and then this next guy just keep summoning back out. They go up into the next one, summons again. They go up into the next one, summons again. Another synchro, summons again. Go on again, another synchro. They can't synchro anymore. Link summon. This guy comes out. Every time a Mayakashi is special summoned from the extra deck, this tuner guy, or girl I should say, she comes out from the graveyard. Any extra deck Mayakashi. It doesn't have to be a synchro, link. I don't know if there's any XZs, but I didn't see him in this match. Also, Secret Village of the Spellcasters was kind of messing me up at the beginning, but eventually we were able to out it. So this new guy, you can discard a Bujin in order to special summon him, which is pretty good. I used him to discard Turtle. Yeah, we got both of the altar guys off the field that way, so now I can activate my spell cards. Yeah, we're doing basically the same plays. Bujins are just After their new support, they're really good at this play. Also, this guy, Torihune, however you want to say it, he's pretty good. He equips to your XZ monster, and then any monster that he destroys gets banished instead of sent to the graveyard. So that's actually really good against this deck, banishing this monster that keeps bringing itself back. Alright, Mizuki, still amazing. Nothing has changed. Alright, here I used hair to protect Susanoo. Yeah, you possibly get another chance. At least there's no secret village. I mean, it doesn't seem like I really need it at the moment. It wouldn't really bother me at the moment, I should say. I don't have any spell cards to activate. Yeah. Special summoning this guy, activating his effect. He has two effects. One of them, he can banish a Bujin from your graveyard in order to send one from the deck to the graveyard. Anyone you want from the deck, you just send it to the graveyard. His other effect is you can discard a Bujin in order to add a different one from your graveyard to your hand. I used them a couple of times. It just helps. The special summon effect also helps. In my version, I use the yellow guy and the orange guy a lot, actually. I just like their synergy. If you have one in your hand and you have a Bujin in the graveyard, you can just activate Tenki, search the other one, use the yellow one, banish a monster in order to special summon the yellow one. Then, because a Bujin was banished from the graveyard, you can special summon the orange one and then just go into, I believe it's Katasuchi, that requires 2 Beast Warrior monsters. It's not a bad card either, it's the one that automatically sends 5 from the top of your deck to the graveyard. And then if any of your Beast Warrior Bujin monsters were going to be destroyed, you can detach a card instead. Also, Forbidden Droplet is amazing in this deck. You can just discard all of the Bujins that you don't want in your hand into the graveyard so that they have their graveyard effects when it's necessary. Oh, and Pot of Prosperity. It's a really good card. Well, I know everybody loves Duality for this deck, but Prosperity is so much better because you don't have to forfeit your special summons. I honestly ran a few throwaway cards in the extra deck just so that I could use Prosperity. Yeah, I don't know why I activated Droplets. Just for fun. It's not gonna do anything. Yeah, but anyway, Forbidden Droplets, so good. I really like it in this deck. So for example with this, what are you gonna do? You have so many Bujins that you just want to get rid of. Throw them in the graveyard. Fortunately for me, I had some cards to do that. Also, him using the Cyframe, well, I wouldn't say it helped me out, but it kind of did. There were a lot of Bujins I just wanted to throw in the grave. But this is another deck that is just, I'd never seen it. The S-Force deck. So what I noticed is that this is kind of a troll deck. It just likes to summon monsters in zones where you have monsters, and then they get effects off of that. But after that, there wasn't really much else they did. They just kind of messed with your plays, and then they didn't have any power plays after that. I mean, it's fine if you want to be a troll, but if you want to win, that's not what you're gonna have to do. Like Bujins, they have their power play. They have Susanoo. Really, that's the biggest power play. They have Susanoo, Karasuchi, and Crane, and the purple Warg, I think. The purple one in the grave, you banish it, and it's an honest, basically, but you banish it from the graveyard. You get the attack points of your opponent's monster. Also, Susanoo's effect is awesome. Like, he just gets rid of it, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and add the Torifune, and special summon 2 more, special summon out some more Bujin monsters. Yeah? They never know when to activate effects. It's always in response to Susanoo. They should be activating when Susanoo hits the field, because if I can just get that new Torifune, it's game. Well, not always game, but I can use it in order to get my plays going again. Yeah. Yeah, more of this S-Force crap. It's reducing my monster's attack. It's doing some other things. I mean, this S-Force deck is weird. Okay, this play is kind of cool. This guy, if he declares an attack, any monster he points to just gets sent. It's banished, I think. No target, just banish. It's awesome. But he has no protection. Again, this S-Force deck is a cool troll deck, I guess, but it doesn't have everything it needs. You know, a deck does have everything it needs, and more, a lot more, is Dragon Links. I do not remember how this went. I probably lost. It is Dragon Links. I don't think it is optimal, 100% optimal, but come on. You can make a consistent top tier Dragon Link deck in so many different ways. Right, here are the basic Bujin plays that I've been doing this whole time. I didn't summon the Susanoo to the zone the Link monster points to this time, only because, well, I was going first. There wasn't really any field spell like there is now, or any set cards that I was going to need to destroy. The Link monster says if you activate your Bujin XZ monster effect by detaching a material, then you can destroy one spell or trap card your opponent controls. It's a pretty good effect, if you ask me. Oh, he surrendered. There you go. Bujin's top tier if they can beat Dragon Link. You can take this as the evidence. Now we have everybody's favorite brick deck going up against Monarchs. Alright, this card is ridiculous. Torifune is the best support Bujins could have asked for. I mean, there's still a lot to be desired, but I tried to run as much, special summoning monsters that I could. Is this the most optimal build? I don't know. It works for me. It's basically every turn it does what you want it to. There are few times where you just get a brick. You can't do anything. However, that's why I decided to run 3 of the new card that discards the Bujin or the special summon, so I can always just have a play. Something that I can do instead of just normal summoning Yamato and end phase, activating the effect. That was good for the time, right? It was good for the time it was out. Now, it's terrible. It's not going to help you at all. But it will help you. Banishing a centipede, destroying something, special summoning 2, normal summoning the Torifune, and watching the Monarch player surrender. Alright guys, that's everything I have for you today. Please go ahead and let me know what you guys think of this video down in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about Bujins. Also, if you do enjoy the content, please go ahead and give this video a like, subscribe if you want, and also if you want to support the channel, I have opened up my Patreon. That link will be in the description down below. Until next time.